In this video, we will see how to install AnypointStudio and how to configure it. The version we are downloading and configuring is 7.11. I have downloaded version 7.11 for the Windows versions. So here you extract this installable and you will get the complete package to run the AnypointStudio. So I'll extracting it now here. Now it completed the extraction. Let's open this folder now here, AnypointStudio. So you can see here AnypointStudio.exe. When you open it, it will be open the toolkit. So there we'll create our projects. So and also this studio by default take its own JDK version. So if you check this file now here, ini AnypointStudio ini. So if you go to this file, you can see here this plugins tooling JDK version it taken automatically from its own embedded Java. So if you want to change this, you can change this here. So if you want to use your installable JDKs, you can do this here. So this one taken from the plugin. So if you see this one in the plugins, if you go to the plugins here, so here this version what is showing here JDK 3.3286. so here if we go here, so bin, then the Java W. So this is the path it has given here. So if you check this one Java W, so this path is given there. So in the plugins, so this path is given here. So this is using its own JDK. So it's bundled with this JDK. So it supports JDK 8, OpenJDK 8 and OpenJDK 11. This one. This AnypointStudio extracted AnypointStudio to C drive. I just copy it and move it to C drive. It's copied to C drive now. I'll open this one here. Now I'll try to open the toolkit AnypointStudio. Now it's asking for the workspace location. I'll browse and give the workspace location in C drive. So as a mule 4, okay. Then launch. So now this got opened now, toolkit. Maximize this. Now you can see the options here, creating a mule project, mule Java project, everything, and the mule palette at the right side. So we have here console, mule properties, all the details we are having here. We'll go through that in detail in the next sessions. So now we have seen like it's taken the JDK on its own. So it's already embedded here. And also this runs on the mule server, that's a mule runtime. This is also embedded in the AnypointStudio. So I'll show you how it's embedded here. I'll open this one here. I'll go to the plugins in the here. So which version it's taking, we can see here currently. So go to this path. What is the version here? Studio, see here, tooling server 4.4, this version. So by default it's bundled with mule runtime 4.4. so if you want the lower versions, so you can go and import that versions. So now I'll just show you how it picks the mule runtime while creating a mule project. So it will ask which runtime you want to use here. You can see here runtime mule server 4.4 enterprise edition. So it's asked, now it's currently this version by default, it's bundled with this version. You can add the one version here. So if you see the project name, so this project is associated with this mule server. So if you want more, you can add here. There's an option they provided here, install runtime. So you can go here and check which version you want. You see API Studio runtime. So here 4.3 older versions, 4.2.2. So all those versions are here. So it starts from version 4.1.1. So this AnyPoint Studio will not support the versions which are earlier to this one, 3.9 and below versions. It's not supporting. So we can choose one or more runtime here based on your requirement. Like if you want to run in older versions, then you can go ahead and select any of this one. You can go like this way, or also you can have one more option here, help install new software. Here you can choose your runtime here. So here mule runtime. So here you can choose this same thing. So I'll choose now 4.3. Currently it's 4.4 we have now. Here it's showing. So here is 4.4. It'll add one more 4.3 if I do this now. So I'll select one. You can select one or more here. I'll just next. Accept. Now it's installing the software. You can see at the bottom right hand side. Now the new MuleSoft runtime, that's 4.3 is installed. Now we need to restart the toolkit here. Restart now. Now it got restarted. So let's check now while creating a project the other 4.3 runtime option is coming or not. So I'm creating create mule. Here you can see now 4.3 mule server option also coming, and also you check the plugins folder. So this 4.3 added to the plugins. So let's create one sample project here. Test installation. I'll use any of this. I'll use the new one 4.4. You can use any of this. I'll just finish it. So it opened now. You can see here when it created a project, it will have this main file here in the mule, src main, mule, and other folders. Here we'll see that in detail later. So, and also you can see the runtime here, we chosen mule server 4.4 here. So when I look it, so now I'll just use some project here from the palette. I'll use some components. So I'll just for testing purpose, so I'll use any of this component, logger one, simple logger. Just I'll add to the process logger. So here this one. So just listener path, I'll give path anything, test path, and the configuration will add here configuration HTTP 8182, the port number, and the this one just adding it, test connection. So HTTP connection on this port is listening or not. So just check and leave it. It give the test connection successful if it is connecting properly. So okay, so this configuration is done for this simple flow. I just saving it. Now I'll show how to run this. We have two options here. One is run and one is a debug. You can choose any of this. If you want to have debugging in the flow, then use the debugger here, else use the run one. I'll just use run now. So I'm running it now. So you can see the console. So how it, see here you can see now mule home, it is setting itself as this one. So if we check this one, AnyPoint Studio plugins under this for server, this is the mule. This is itself setting as a mule home. There is no, that's why we no need to set this mule underscore home as our environment variable. So no need to set this home in our environment. So it's setting is here. So this taking this mule. Now see here, all this JDK it is taking here, version 8. So now it's properly deployed here. So the server started properly and it's deployed properly here. So this completes the installation and configuration, and also changing the mule runtime to different versions, like old version or new versions. More you can select and add that software. So in the next sessions we will see how to work on the flows and using different components and different different flows will build based on different requirements. In this video we have extracted the installable and opened the AnypointStudio, verified the JDK, verified the current runtime environment bundled with this version, and also we have set the different mule runtime environment.